Hi everyone, I'm Harold.
And I'm Brayden.
And we're here to
talk
talk
Trikes.
Trikes. This week we have another special episode where we're going to take some of the more outlandish questions, you could say, and we're going to attempt to answer them here. Do a one and for all. Some of the crazy stuff we've heard. I'm sure we'll hear crazy stuff all the time.
And just to preface, we're not picking on the people that ask these questions.
Oh,
we love questions.
Of course not.
Even though we're calling them crazy and outlandish questions,
These are our favorite crazy questions.
yeah, there's no such thing. We love hearing them. So
well, I'll just start this off and I'll pitch this one to you. Have it all on my phone here. Can I put monster truck tires on my trike?
I guess it depends on what they mean by monster truck.
So, like,
tires.
are we talking about like monster truck tires? Like, I'm taking this the demolition derby.
We can't
or are
stick big dualies on the trikes. You know,
Yeah.
just plain and simple. I mean,
Right.
and having at a certain point you get so large that now I don't want to pedal it, and there's a lot more strain on spindles. It just gets a little ridiculous. So, for specific models of trikes, if you're looking for big tires, we can do 26x4.
Absolutely, we can pretty much do that on anything here, with the exception of some of the European brands that don't have the same hubs that we can use to do those larger spokes and wheels. But for cat trikes on Seeker, sure, we can do that. Might not perform super well because those trikes aren't made with that in mind. But if you like the look and you want the whole vibe of having a big old trike, you can do that, make that work.
Sure.
Next one. What do you have that'll make me look fast? You have a ton of trikes that are fast. Cat Trike 700, Cat Trike VTX, and things like that. Those are all going to be very sporty looking trikes. And when you're in that, you inherit the attributes of the trike and you become very sporty looking yourself.
You and me,
Yeah.
we're not very fast guys.
No, of course not. We cruise low and slow.
Low and slow, comfortable riders. If I wanted to look fast, I could be fast.
Yeah.
I love my motor. Throw your big motor on there. Throw something on there that goes really fast. Some of our quads are now going 34 miles per hour.
But if you want to look fast, like no one can see you, then
You want to
get a big old motor.
You want to look fast and go fast, go with the motor. And
Exactly.
It doesn't matter the size of person. If you want to look the part, though, there are sporty trikes.
Absolutely. If you want a sporty trike, we got cat trikes, like the ones I mentioned earlier.
700 VTX carbon trike.
So they're all very
We'll probably have a couple more. Stay tuned.
fast trikes. If you want to be fast, motor's the way to go.
Yeah.
The next one. Can this, when they say this, I assume they mean trikes and quads, go through a drive-through?
Probably not. I mean, maybe.
Actually, I have a story of the McDonald's down the road from us, and I don't have a car right now. I took one of our not a wheelchair rigs here, and I had a basket, and I went and got McDonald's through the drive-through.
I would argue that it probably depends more on the employees working at the establishment than a yes or no question.
Yeah.
Right? Same with we get the question about airports. Can I bring this on the plane? I don't work that, I don't know.
Work at an airport.
I'm not the company, I'm not the airport.
Right.
What I hear from customers and some of the experience we've had down here, it very much depends on one, the place you're going to, and two, who's working there.
Yep.
If they're going to be sticklers, this isn't a vehicle. I mean, plain and simple, it's not a car.
Right.
So, no, technically. I'm sure the minimum wage worker at whatever fast food restaurant isn't going to care.
Yeah.
Most of the
They'll
time.
take your card and they probably won't even flinch.
Right.
So
They're
that
not
happened
going
to
to
me.
think about it.
It was
So,
a great McDouble.
you brought up your local McDonald's. When we started filming with these quads, we took 5 of the quads through a local McDonald's, and they did take our order. So
Absolutely.
I'm not saying no. I'm not saying yes either. You can't come after me for going, well, that guy said so.
Try it and report.
Yeah, I'm happy to hear about it.
I'd love to hear about it. Next one. Can I attach a sidecar to the trikes and quads for a dog? Yeah, if you can do it yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say so. There's not any specific sidecar that is made for these or the one that we would make. But, if you're able to come up with the clamps, find a place that's not going to interfere with your steering, do things like that, I could see that working on a trike, and I could see that working with a quad.
We have made custom stuff before.
Right.
We can do custom stuff. Again, all of it just costs money.
Of course.
So and the owner of the company, he jokes all the time. Yeah, we can do everything you want. It's are you willing to pay for everything you want?
Exactly.
Which I don't know. We've done it in the past. There's attachments that exist out there already, but a lot of it's going to come down to DIY projects.
Exactly. Can I tow a boat with these?
No,
Not
yet. Anyways, I mean,
give it, I don't know, 1,000 years, and maybe we'll have our nuclear-powered fusion reactor.
I would even argue most
motors.
electric vehicles probably couldn't pull boats.
Right.
Depending on the boat.
Give it time, baby. Give it time, but not right now.
You might be able to
Probably
pull
not for
a kayak. I think you can pull
sure,
a kayak.
Sure.
Kayak, canoe, those are done.
Yeah, that would work, but
one that you have
full-on
a blow-up boat.
motorized speedboat. No, I don't think so.
We should try a jet ski. It might
Video
pull a
idea.
jet ski.
Video idea, Garrett. Can you pull a jet ski with the 4x4?
Stay
Stay
tuned.
tuned. Are these street legal? Yes. A lot of the trikes and quads that we have here are going to fall under the same jurisdiction as bikes would. So as you're staying in the bike lane, you're minding your business, being safe, you're going to be under the same laws that a bike would, and you'll be fine.
I wouldn't take these on the freeway.
Don't take it on the freeway.
Same place you can take it on a bike.
Yeah, same place you're going to take it on the bike. Take what we have here, and you'll be good. It's a good one.
Good question. You're giggling beforehand.
Do you have a quad I could carry a dead deer on?
A dead deer?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. I mean,
Put a rack
so
on it.
we
4x4?
tested the 4x4. You and I did.
Yes.
Um,
You had me on the back, and I'm probably weigh as much as a dead deer.
I wasn't going to say anything.
I mean, like, if we're thinking
I don't know.
about it,
Deers
yeah.
are big, maybe.
I don't know.
They're heavy, but I mean,
It
our
carried
quads,
me, you could probably carry a baby dead deer or a full dead deer.
That was before our new program, right? Our new program's got a ton more torque, tons of power.
Yeah.
So I don't think you'd have any problem throwing a deer on the back and carrying it on our new program 4x4.
7,000 watt.
I wouldn't put it on the Goblin.
Goblin's not made for that. Goblin's made for
But-
being sick.
Yeah.
Okay. How many batteries do I need to get to the Grand Canyon?
Well,
I'll tell you something. From wherever you're at, I'll tell you how much range we generally get out of the batteries. If you're getting a motor with a throttle, you're only going to get about 10 to 20 miles. On average, of course, we've talked about it before, there are a ton of factors that go into these. How much weight is on the trike? How hot is it even? How much
weight?
How much weight?
Sometimes how much are you pedaling?
Right.
What hills are you hitting? What grade of hills are you hitting?
Right. If you're only using the throttle, 10 to 20 miles. Pedal assist, it's a little less of an accurate science, but typically with the things, we see about 40 to 60. Bosch's with the 400 watt hours, upwards of about 60 to 80 miles. If you're pedaling, now from wherever you're at, I'm sure you can figure out what the mileage is from the Grand Canyon to where you're going. And
The answer's maybe.
maybe.
How close are you?
How many batteries do you have?
Right. And that's the thing that, adding a battery is exponential growth, right? 15,
Right.
30, 45. I mean, each battery is going to add 10 to 20 miles.
Right.
So, and again, it really depends. I get on that trike, I'm going to get closer to 10. If my wife got on that trike, she'll get closer to 20.
Right.
Too many factors.
Yep.
So the answer is maybe.
Maybe. You can figure it out. We can help you figure it out.
Yeah, we talk about it.
And my all-time favorite question, we've talked about it before. Utah Trikes. I'm a little bit of a doomsday prepper. And I'm worried that in the event of an EMP blast, are these Trikes EMP blast proof?
No,
Nothing really is.
no, anything with the computer is going to get borked with an EMP blast.
I think I've said it before. If there's an EMP blast or any sort of catastrophe like that, you have a lot more things to be worried about than, I want to go for a trike ride right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're sure as enough, like if you've survived that long in the apocalypse that you're like worried about transport, you probably have good enough legs to pedal the
you
trike
have the
around.
apocalyptic runner legs.
I don't think you'll be reliant on the motor system.
Then again,
Right.
if you have a working Bafang and an EMP blast, you might become Mad Max of the trike world,
You have
which is pretty sick.
you have a leg up on everybody.
Leg up on everybody in the gasoline wars. Anyway, Those are some of my favorite questions that we've ever had to tackle here. If you guys have any questions here, crazy or otherwise, feel free to ask them. This is a place to have a discussion. Nothing is really too taboo here. We want to know what you guys are experiencing out on the trails. Come here, come talk, and we'd love to know a little bit more about what you guys are experiencing out there in the trike world in the day-to-day. Of course, remember to like, subscribe, share this video to anyone that you think might be interested to have any questions for us. And
if you're interested in getting the newsletter, I gotta throw this in there.
Yeah.
Please send us an email, let us know. We have a form on the website.
Yep.
We need more people for our newsletter. So
of course,
let us know, send that over. We're not gonna tell you no, really. I mean, maybe.
give it a try. You never know what you might hear back.
And as always, Harold, what's the one thing everyone needs to remember?
Remember to relax, spin fast, and ride trikes. Have
Goodbye,
a good one,
everybody.
everybody.